Good morning. It's a new day.
Hey.
Let's
Hey.
celebrate. Good
Good
morning.
morning.
Good morning.
Good
Mary, you silly
morning.
girl. Good morning, Mary. You over there
Good
getting it. It's
morning.
early. It's early in the morning. Good morning. Thank
It's
you,
early.
everyone, for
It's
joining
early.
us for the Give Thanks
Thanks,
Party
Party
podcast.
Podcast. Yes, thank you for joining us, everyone. Thank you for joining us. Wake up, wake up, wake up. Good morning. My name is Mary Andrea. I am the artistic producer and founder of Good Stuff on Stage.
And I am Tiffany Ginyard, the founder of the Fly Girl Network. Thank you for tuning in, because when we are grateful with fervent faith,
Yes.
fear disappears and abundance appears.
Come on.
Yes,
I want more
just
of that. More
feel
of
good.
that.
Like,
Yes.
just
This
bring it down.
episode,
Call it down. Call it down.
we
Give
calling
thanks.
it down,
Give thanks.
y'all. So this episode of the Give Thanks Party Podcast is brought to you by the Fly Girl Network Incorporated, where loving you comes first. Before we get started, let's take a moment to just like us on Facebook if you haven't already done that. Going over to Instagram, we are at the Give Thanks Party. Give Thanks Party on Instagram, Give Thanks Party on Facebook, and we are just here to celebrate a good time and gratitude, y'all. So just go ahead and make sure you share our podcast link, share our social media outlets with other people so they can be a part of this gratitude that we have, that we're sharing with each other communally. Please share the wealth, y'all.
Yes, because
Yes.
health is wealth, and wealth is health, and all of that. So
All of
thank you
that,
so
back and
much.
forth and forth and back.
Yes, thank you so much again for joining us for the Give Thanks Party podcast. And just if y'all been joining us ever since we got started, I just want to give thanks for we are on the 4th episode of the Give Thanks Party podcast. What started out as an organic dance in the park, praise in the park celebration, spilled over into a Facebook community, then it spilled over into us getting together every week right here on Be Inspired Global's YouTube and Facebook channel with the Give Thanks Party podcast, where we are just sharing the practice of gratitude. And just inviting all of you all, like Mary said, to just get in this communal movement of Thanksgiving.
It's a movement.
So we're not just waiting for November and the turkey and the food and all of the other ideas that we got about Thanksgiving. Thanksgiving is every day.
It's every day. It's all the time.
It's a practice. It's a spiritual practice. It is tonic for the soul. And it is something that creates more and more abundance in our lives. And Mary, you're going to tell us a little bit more about the benefits of gratitude. But I just practice gratitude because it gets this mind right here right. It gets me aligned with the source. And if for nothing else, that is why I practice gratitude day in and day out. So if you're tuning in, this is the mission of the show. This is why we get together every week, Wednesdays, 8 a.m. on Be Inspired Global, the Give Thanks Podcast Party.
Party podcast, party. It's all the same. It's all the same.
There go that alliteration, Miss Drama Teacher.
I like it. Yeah, but you know what? And I've been also thinking about, how do I benefit from gratitude in my life? And so one of the ways that I benefit from gratitude is just that it lifts me. It keeps me lifted. Let's put it like that. And then there are sometimes where I need to get lifted, or I need help with that and support. And so anytime that I might be in a space of gray, or just a space of darkness, confusion, the things that, just kind of disable us from our abundance, I try my best to get to a place of gratitude, thinking about any little thing that I'm grateful for. It could be absolutely the smallest thing, seemingly, but all things are important. All things work together. So everything is of gratitude and worth celebrating gratitude for. Because if it weren't for the things that we can reach out and touch and know and believe and see, what would life be? So we got to be thankful for what we have. So I'm thankful for what we have, thankful for what I have, and thankful for the opportunity to stay lifted in my spirit, in my spirit. I'm able to share with others my spirit of gratitude when I am grateful. And so I try to maintain that as much as possible.
You said something that just that kind of resonated with me about like the things that you know, to be grateful for the things that the tangible things, right? What else would you, what other evidence would you have if it wasn't for the tangible things?
Come on, you got to preach.
So we do have faith, and I get that faculty, but at the end of the day, the faith is what creates the things that we can see, right?
That's it.
The unseen and bring it to the seen through the faith and the faculty of imagination. And I just like the way you put that. That just really resonated with me, that it's those tangible things. When you give gratitude for those things, that is the evidence. Yeah, that is the evidence.
That's the evidence. Yeah, that's the evidence. And speaking of evidence, sometimes it takes for us to get quiet, get grounded, get still, be still, and know the evidence that we have already been able to see with our own eyes and feel within our hearts, and know within just what we have learned in the process of living life, and those things that we know are things that we are grateful for. So I'm just going to invite us to go ahead and get quiet for a moment together. We did it last week, and I think it was a very beneficial.
So refreshing. So refreshing.
So we're going to go ahead and do that. We know that when we ground ourselves in gratitude, we open our mind, we open our hearts, and we open our bodies and souls to receive the blessings of the day. So let's just go ahead and get quiet. And know that everything is okay. Everything is okay. It's okay. You're doing well. I'm thankful for you. Thank you so much, everybody. Thank you for joining us. If you're just joining us, you're joining us in a moment of meditation and in a moment of groundedness. As a community, we're together in this time of centering ourselves. And it feels so good. I didn't know it was going to feel that good just now.
Me either, Mary. Like,
wow.
My heart is like boom, like the whole 808. You hear me? Like,
it's amazing.
It's just I just been blown away. I was, as soon as we, got out of it, I felt the shift out of it. I felt our shift in it. I look forward all morning, all yesterday, just to get to this place. It was an impromptu, organic kind of thing with us getting grounded and being still last week. But we were very intentional about bringing that back for this segment. And I look forward to it, and it felt so good. And the check-in I want to go ahead and give what I got. It's so much power in the pause, y'all. One of my mentors, the Reverend Burnett Lee Jones, will, anytime I call her to get anchored in remembering who I am when I get off, and they say that the biggest thing of suffering is forgetfulness. The reason why we suffer is because we just forget who we truly really are. And whenever I call Rev up, before I get the shit, let me ramble, talk. And then she'll say, hey, it's power in the pause, right? Let's get still.
Come on.
So I just felt that energy being ushered in our space. And I'm just so grateful for you, Mary, because I love the way you facilitate that space. Oh, wow. It's something about, something about the way you make me feel.
Come on. You make me feel.
Feel.
That's a
And
good
it
groove
makes me
right
feel
there.
real good. Yeah, girl. Yes, all that. So thank you so much. Give thanks.
Thank you.
Give thanks.
Thank
If you are just joining us, Mary, let them know.
Yeah, we are the Give Thanks Party Podcast. Yes, I am one of your lovely hosts, Mary Andrea. I'm the artistic producer of Good Stuff on Stage.
And I am Tiffany Ginyard, the executive director and founder of the Fly Girl Network, your sponsor for today's Give Thanks Party Podcast. If you have not done so already, go like us on Facebook, Give Party Podcast.
Yeah.
Give Thanks Party.
Not the podcast, but that's okay.
right. I'm sorry. We're going to get it right. Thank you. Our super duper producer went ahead and put it up. So if you have not joined any of our communities, take a moment right now to like us on Facebook. Like us. And if you are joining us on YouTube or Facebook, you know you are on Be Inspired Global. Take a minute and hit the make a comment or like. And yes, subscribe.
If you have questions too, or anything, please share with us your questions. We want to go ahead and receive you and have you here with us. Know that you are present and your presence is important. So we want to go ahead and include you. Of course, it would be nothing. We would be nothing. What we're doing would be nothing. What would be nothing without you. So please be a part of the practice of gratitude. Communicate. Let's get some flow going back and forth between us and our community. So, you ready?
I'm ready.
You ready?
It's
you
time
ready?
to raise the vibration by speaking what you want. Hey, it's time to raise the vibration and speak what you want. Yes, this is the top 5 segment. Look, we keep every time figuring out some other way to introduce these segments.
I love it.
Excited about giving thanks.
We say thank you.
It's top 5 time, and during our top 5, this is the point where we take the opportunity early in the morning to just raise our vibrations, get ready for the day ahead by speaking more of what we want into existence, giving thanks for what we already have. So we kind of talked about that this morning. Like, it's the manifestation for me, Mary. It's the manifestation for me that reminds me to give thanks. Hey,
all of that. Give thanks. Top 5.
Top 5. Give thanks. So
I love it.
I feel so good this morning.
It feels amazing.
Yes,
I'm here for all of this.
What you grateful for? What's your number 1?
Yes. So the first thing that comes to mind is I'm grateful for just awareness.
Yeah.
Just being. Really, it has a lot to do with being still and just allowing myself to get quiet and feel what I feel and just be in a moment of awareness and remind myself that that's important, just to be able to ground and get centered and see things a little bit more clearly, put things in a better perspective. So, and really to protect myself. All kinds of things. It's just like a self-preservation comes into play when it comes to having an awareness, an intentional awareness. So I'm grateful for awareness. That's my first for the day.
Yep. Well, I'm grateful for self.
There you go.
I'm not being full of myself, but Oprah says it's a good thing to be full of yourself. Fill yourself up of yourself.
Come on, Miss Oprah.
But I wanted to share with y'all the acronym that I have for self and why I'm grateful for self. Self for me stands for source. There's that S. Energy. There's that E. Life. There's that L. And force. There's that F. All of those components, all of those elements equal up to the God in me. That source, energy, life, force.
I like that.
Divine source,
nice.
Energy, life,
yes.
Force. This girl is grateful for self, okay? The God in me. And yeah.
I second that. I second that. I have a second one, but I'm going to second that first.
You second that one? Check up?
Yeah, check. I'm going to put a double check. You remember the double checks?
Microphone
okay, was
check.
It a double check or was it a check plus?
2. Yeah, that part.
Yeah, so when I was thinking about my top 5, it came to me, a little bit of it came to me in a succession of like the practice and what happens in the practice that I embark upon when I want to get into a practice of stillness and awareness and groundedness. Mm-hmm. And after the awareness, the progression usually, and that I like, is the progression into vision. And first and foremost, seeing things a little bit more clearly, seeing things without judgment, seeing things without, negatively detrimental effects and side effects and, elements that are just unhelpful for my well-being first and foremost. So it's the awareness for me. Okay. And what comes out of the awareness, that vision of clarity first and foremost, and then the other visions of that spirit has for me can then make their way into my own, purview of what I'm imagining ahead. So I'm grateful for vision, because I know that vision is really more spirit, less me. But it's all a part of me. And so I'm grateful for that vision, for sure.
When you say that, it reminds me of this song, This Is a God-Sized Dream. It's a song sung by a Sunday service choir by produced by Kanye West, and it's a song that says this is a God-sized dream.
Mm-hmm. I like that. I know that song. That song goes in. This is a God dream.
I love it. This is everything.
I love it.
This is everything. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's ultralight beam. That's what it is. We on an ultralight beam. Yes. Mm-hmm. This is a God dream.
Mm-hmm.
This is a God dream.
That's what it is.
This is everything.
Mm-hmm. It's all of this. All of this.
Yeah, I double check the vision as well. Yeah. That was on my list. That was my number 3, but I'm gonna go ahead and make it my number 2 so I can write it. All right.
We checked that together.
Yeah. And so the items, and I hope I don't confuse our producer, because I did go a little bit out of order, but she'll get me here. The vision, the items that I put on my vision board: travel, yes, Naomi, that alignment, that spirit is already
up
present.
in there.
I had the greatest time for my birthday. I put right before I left in December that I wanted to travel the world this year in 2023, and Antigua was one of the things on my list. And I came back safely from Antigua last week in time for us to tape the Give Thanks podcast, and I had a beautiful time on my last day walking the beach with this beauty here. His name was Sunshine. So I'm just so grateful for vision and manifesting vision in the now. So God is just as instant as you are. I didn't anticipate this trip being what it was when I put this on my vision board. So yes, I'm so grateful for manifested vision.
Yeah.
That God dream.
That God dream that we live in.
What else you got, Mary?
It's a choice of living. So again, with the progression of things, we got I've come up with this, the awareness of self, the awareness of presence being my first, and then I go into, vision, and then from the vision, especially when we have an intended, desired outcome, something that we are attaching ourselves to, whatever it may be. It could be anything. It could be money. It could be a relationship. It could be, deepening our connection with spirit. It could be so many things, but in the process, and we know this because many of us know that prayer changes things. Okay. Yeah. It has the power to do just that and more. But we also know that we can't just be praying people, because we have to know that in prayer, we have to know that in prayer, faith brings things into our reality. And for that, I'm grateful, but we have to practice faith. So, and that's hard, right? It's not always easy. I didn't know.
And I wouldn't even say hard, challenging, right?
It's challenging.
That
challenging.
Growth.
It is possible. So yes, it's challenging. Okay, it can be done, but it has to be also a practice. So I'm grateful for the practice, first of all, before even expecting a specific outcome of one or another. The practice of faith is like a heightened level of sensation that I get out of the practice of gratitude. So they work in tandem. It feels good. Faith is going to take you to places that that fear could never take you. So I'll say faith is my number 3.
My number 3 is also a discipline. And so we talk about the discipline of faith as a practice, right? Mm-hmm. And so is love. I'm just so grateful for love. Like, you see, first of all, I'm still in the bed this morning. And I just had to be compassionate with myself because the show must go on. And so love bears all things, believes all things, hopes all things, endures all things. Love never fails.
Never ever.
And as I'm reading this, it could be, like you said, a prayer, right? And we can't just be praying, but we got to actualize love. And I ain't saying we, Tiffany, because I can't speak for nobody else playing it, but this one right here. If I've come to know that if I really want to experience the fullness of life, then love becomes a discipline.
Yes.
And so it's a practice to allow my love to endure.
Yeah.
It's a practice to allow my love to open my heart up, to have faith.
It is. Yeah.
Right. And so that really just hit different. That scripture hit different because when I read it, before I read it, I read it and it's like, oh, that's so sweet, to, at a wedding and that. But no, to me, it seemed like a whole declaration right here because I am love. I'm not speaking of something outside of me. And I'm so grateful for that I embody the very thing that so many people out here looking for. And I'm just so grateful for what? The awareness that love is not something out there to catch.
That's it.
Or find. But it's something that's already here with me right here, right now. Something that I can just live into over and over and over. And it's no end. And it's eternal. And I'm just grateful for the idea of love. The facts of love, the law of love. I'm just grateful for love. Would you love? I'm just growing into a whole nother different understanding of it, and I'm grateful for that. I am love.
Speaking of love, I would love for us to in the future talk about self-love. I can't wait to talk about that and what that looks like, feels like, is like, could be like. That can bust wide open a whole different conversation of gratitude and
we're gonna do a top 5 on self-love, those self-love practices that we just can't be without. Yes. Yes.
That sounded real good already. Real good. I'm gonna move on to my 4.
Okay.
Real simply put, I'm grateful for peace. And you know what? Actually, let me just kind of go into that a little bit. So, in the practice of peace, for me, that's where I'm able to find the way to gratitude or a way to gratitude. It's usually where I'm able to go ahead. If I'm able to just say the thing that I said in our grounded in gratitude a moment ago, where I said, it's okay. It's okay. And, when I think about that, it's okay. It's always the it's okay that I want to hear my mom tell me again. But she's no longer here verbally to share that with me or physically to share that with me. My grandmother, it's okay. I hear her. I can hear it. I can hear it as if it's being whispered in my ear and she's standing right here, right now. I can hear her voice and hear my mother's voice. So I just realized that sometimes, when things get rough, something is just not going quite the way that we thought that they would. I mean, things can really just turn on their heads sometimes. And we all know that. And being able to just get quiet and again, get quiet, get still, and get to that place of peace, so that I can then get to the place of gratitude for being at peace with the situation, regardless of what it looks like. I know that I am capable, and I have power in me that can get me past this situation into whatever light that is ahead of me. And so peace is definitely a really sweet place to be, a sweet place to be, a sweet place to sit and be quiet and be calm and just be okay. So peace is the fourth. Peace is my number 4.
Yeah, I love how this is unraveling, because when you talk about peace allows you to be able to heal.
Yes.
And so my number 4, and we talk about self-love, I can't wait to talk about self-healing. I'm so excited about the healing practice that is coming forth throughout me. And it's not about healing other people. They just get my overflow. But I've learned how to heal myself. Yay, God. Yes, I've learned how to heal myself. Like a couple of years ago, I could never imagine my body being flexed in these positions and being able to do this and doing yoga in the mountains across over in the Caribbean, and really just like living and falling and sinking into my body. It's something healing about yoga. And yoga is a self-healing practice, not just the workout, but the whole principle behind yoga. And so I'm just so grateful that my healing practice is evolving through me, that I am beginning to heal by practicing healing on first and foremost myself. And yeah, you got to love. What is this? The Fly Girl Network, where loving yourself come first, where healing yourself come first, where talking to yourself come first, where checking yourself come first.
Can you give those that acronym for self? What did that break down to? What's
source, energy, life, force.
See,
source, energy, life, force.
That's
the God
it.
in me.
That's us.
That's us. That's who we all are. That's who we all are.
If you're just joining us, thank you again. Thank you for being here. If this is your first time, welcome. Hello. Welcome to the Give Thanks Party podcast. My name is Mary Andrea. I'm with the Good Stuff on Stage, and my friend Tiffany here is with the Fly Girl Network. Tiffany Ginyard. We are in a place to be, giving thanks and being grateful for each other, for you, for life, for love. We were on love, right? We were on love. We are moving on to
so I'm gonna go ahead because we got a little bit of time, but we gotta get people we got us grounded in gratitude.
Yeah.
We dropped our top 4. If you want to hear what me and Mary's top 5 is, you have got to join us on the Give Thanks Party podcast Facebook group, where we will drop our 5th gratitude statement of the day. So we got to move on, because we want to make sure that you all get to participate in this practice with us for this last and final segment, which is
yes.
Ooh, that felt good. I got a first shot out before we do this. Gratitude and action looks like when you hear a melody and you got a gift, you just put it together. So I want to shout out to Yaya Kamau, who just heard our very first Give Thanks Party podcast. I just said all that crazy and just created. He was like, "Hey, Tiff, I was just inspired by your Good Morning jingle, and I created this." And so what you just heard was just somebody that was grateful that we up here and just sent us a little jingle to spice up our good morning. So if you like that, drop a comment, and then we'll play the whole thing for you on the Give Thanks Party podcast Facebook page.
Yes. Good morning. It's a new day. Let's celebrate. Good morning. Go ahead and drop your top 5 too. But by the way, real quick, please let us know what your top 5 of the day are. Please let us know what do you have in your heart of gratitude, and what are your reasons for gratitude. And another thing we want to think about, and what we want to challenge you to do is if you could really quickly with us, think about maybe someone that has done something or said something. And maybe they didn't do one thing or say any one thing, but they are someone that you think about and you are grateful for. What we want to ask you to do is let us know right now in the chat, actually. Who is that person that you're grateful for? Let's do that. Let's start with that. If you don't want to say a whole name, you can say the first name, you can say their nickname, you can say my cousin, my sister, anybody that is just coming to mind right now. It's also something interesting when we see people in gratitude. It kind of ignites a gratitude feeling in us. So let's go ahead and share who we're grateful for. You don't have to necessarily say what they did or said. You don't have to say your relationship, but just who is it? And what we want to also do is encourage you to tell them. There's so many ways to share your gratitude for someone, for something that they did that really helped you, or something that you're just really grateful for them doing in your life, or saying, or just how they've been there for you. It could be any of those things. So we want to go ahead and encourage you to share who they are and think about what it is that they did, said, or what it is about them that you are grateful for. And Tiffany, can you share with us some ways that we can express our gratitude to people that we're grateful for?
Yeah, so because I was just about to shout it out. So I'm grateful for you, Mary. Just grateful. So you just to speak that thing, call somebody up, get them on the telephone, and just say, hey, sis, hey, bro, grandma, auntie. I'm just grateful for you. Just simply grateful for you. I ain't even want nothing. I just want you to feel my gratitude for you on this day. I'm giving you your flowers. That's just one you could do it. Send them a card. You can send e-cards these days. My grandmother is old fashioned. She just told I go get a stamp and an envelope and write yourself just a thank you note. Send somebody a thank you note for anything, just a small thank you note. You can sit in the silence and just call off names from your spirit and your prayers and your morning routines or your morning devotions. You can just call them out in your spirit, because we got that kind of power, right?
We do.
So we can send out vibrations and love and light sitting in the stillness, because it's power in the pause. Take somebody to lunch. Or just simply tag somebody on FB. Tag somebody on the bottom of this gift. Look, I'm grateful for you, sis. I just want to share this gift of gratitude, this gift of the Give Thanks Party podcast with you. So just tag somebody right now on Facebook or in the chat and just say, I'm grateful for you. I give thanks for boop, and just jot their names down. And I'm about to get to work. I give thanks for a whole lot of people. So I'm about to get to work in that chat. I hope to see you all in that chat. Remember this, where 2 or 3 are gathered. Their spirit is in the midst. So whatever there is that any of us stand in the need of, gratitude can heal it.
Yes.
That's all I got for the people today.
That's it. Well, everybody, listen up. We just want to make sure we always say thank you so much for your donations. So if you do have you can have $1, $2, $5, whatever you have, anything that you have, we are very grateful for. Go ahead and donate at paypal.me/flygirlnetwork. Please. Thank you. We want to make sure that we're able to provide to you the types of events like the Give Thanks Party that we're going to be having in Eager Park coming up starting in April all the way up to September. Once a month, one Sunday a month, we're going to be outside having a really good time, dancing and celebrating, worshiping, whatever it feels like to you in the moment with one another, with our hearts collectively focused and meditated upon gratitude. So we hope that you will be there for those. We hope that if you know someone that has, or if you have a small business, that you will consider being a vendor at our upcoming Give Thanks parties. We hope that you will be able to join us, and we would love to support your business and get the word out there about the good things that you are selling, serving, sharing, whatever the case may be. What else do we have, Tiffany? We want to.
So the last thing, because I don't want to go over too much.
Yeah.
But if you do not have, if giving financially is not where you at right now, I know some of y'all is doing some online shopping. So support the Fly Girl Network at no extra cost when you shop at smile.amazon.com. So all my Amazon shoppers, I need y'all to go ahead and select your favorite charity, the Fly Girl Network Incorporated, so that we can get the proceeds from you having a good time shopping online. Again, your donations and your efforts to support our organization supports youth development programming and more conscious raising media for women and girls across the globe. Yes. Thank you so much for tuning in to the Give Thanks Party podcast, and we'll see you next week.
Peace, y'all. Give thanks. Ashe.
Ashe.
Give me hands up, give me hands up.